Hey there, BookTube. Noah. Everyone who reads it must converse is the channel. Thanks for joining me. I realized that I hadn't done a I hadn't completed my shelf tour actually because I have a whole lot of comics, and I was inspired by my boy Una's bookshelf tour where he's just got all kinds of comics to share mine. So I have some comics that are on my bookshelf tour. These story arcs, my Vertigo, Why the Last Man. It's a great storyline, and 100 Bullets. I love it, and my Black Hole Charles Burns. But here we're going back in the day. This is all gonna be Marvel. So first off, I got to show you Wolverine #1. How about that? Beauty, huh? Very cool. Yeah, I got that one. Had to trade when I was younger for a whole lot of stuff. Had to trade something pretty awesome to get that one. But one of my favorite kind of things that Marvel ever did is the What If series. I have a What If Punisher had killed the Daredevil. This is a great one. Just really fun to read. Just to ponder these ideas. What if the Punisher killed the Daredevil? What would happen? Well, Spider-Man goes crazy. That's for sure. The Daredevil is Spider-Man's bud. And this one is especially awesome. What if the Silver Surfer got the Infinity Gauntlet? So there's a part in the Infinity War where the Silver Surfer comes up behind Thanos just as he's about to, swing at Adam Warlock, I believe. And Silver Surfer tries to grab the Infinity Gauntlet from him, and he fails. He misses it. But this picks up right there. It was like, well, what if he gets it? And it's pretty awesome and crazy. I have the first 4 Deadpools. Definitely dug these back in the day. Deadpool's awesome. I dig the movie. I haven't seen the second one yet. I'm just not a big, I'm a movie guy, that's for sure. But I don't go for like these blockbusters too much, I don't like being disappointed, guys. Same thing in my movies as my books. And so I'll go for something, only a big blockbuster kind of thing, only after I hear that it's really good from multiple people. Spiderman was my man. So we're going to go through and I'll just show. I think all the rest of these are Spider-Man. I got some really older ones. These are just kind of my random one-offs first. A little side jaunt that they did. The symbiotic suit had all these little babies that weren't really that strong. Spider-Man and Venom teamed up to go take them out. Alright, so here's my Maximum Carnage. This is the first 3 comics where Carnage is seen. And they're just collected in this volume for reading. This is really great. I loved Carnage back when I was a kid. And so this is one that I'll, just kind of leave out and read through. But here's the #2. Yeah, the part 2 that's in that same comic, and here's the part 3. And once this little 3-part run that they did right there gained so much traction, they did Maximum Carnage. Una, I think, showed a kind of omnibus binding where they have this whole story arc bound together in one thick volume. I got to get that, man. These are the first 4 Spider-Man Unlimiteds. You saw that the first 2 are part of the Maximum Carnage run, but then the second 2, that run was already done. But it's like 14 parts long, 14 comic books, which is not really that long, but you know, when you're collecting one comic a month, 4 different comics, Web of Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, and then just Spider-Man. These 4 Spider-Man comics they do, and they're doing 14, you know, so it's over 3 months, maybe even 4, where they did this Maximum Carnage run. And you see Carnage just doing his thing, going crazy. Maximum Carnage is just a dog pile of heroes and villains. Carnage has like a whole group of crazy villains that kind of get on board with his plan. And Spider-Man and Venom and you know, you saw Captain America there, they, you know, and others, Cloak and Dagger, they team up to try to, you know, stop this maniac. Spider-Man Saga. And then I have My Enemy's Enemy. That's the name of this run here. 4 parts. 2, 3. It has the distinction of being the first time that you see the spider armor. Very cool. Spider-Man, spider armor. And then some older Spider-Man. This is when Spider-Man actually had the symbiote. And so Spider-Man took part in this competition, and he was the representative of Earth, and he won. Spider-Man is just an ass kicker, so he won, and the reward, the award given for winning was the suit, the black suit. Spider-Man wore it for quite a while. The Spider-Man Gang Wars, those last 5 that I showed are all the Gang Wars. It's kind of a pretty cool run. And then here, this last one I got where Spider-Man had the symbiotic suit, and he rejected it. The symbiotic suit did not mesh well with Spider-Man's personality, so he rejects it. And so the suit, you know, is an alien, and this alien has a problem with Spider-Man, and goes and gets on Eddie Brock, who has a problem with Peter Parker, and Venom. That's where Venom comes from there. And this is one where he's actually tricked Venom into thinking that he's killed him. Venom hangs out on a island for, you know, 50 comics or so, something like that. And then catches wind that he didn't kill Spider-Man, and comes back and is on him again. So this is the 30th anniversary. This is like when I was younger and collecting them. I don't know if you're going to get this hologram. We'll see. All these have a poster, and they have reprinted certain aspects of the Spider-Man storyline. So one of these actually has his origin printed in there. They're pretty cool, for sure. I don't know if you're getting that hologram action. We'll see. I'll see on the video afterwards. And then Spider-Man fighting the Green Goblin. Other than that, I have a lot of, you know, kind of random stuff. Some Image, Supreme, the Max, Wildcats. This is a Wildcats source book, actually, that just has stats and things like that. I used to love that kind of stuff when I was a kid. I was a big D&D player when I was younger. Some Silver Surfer action. And so I love stats and comparing stats and going through things like that. And so anything like a source book that would just kind of lay out, or those cards that I showed last video, I really enjoy that stuff. Some Ghost Rider, because you know, it's just, you can compare, and you can, it's something to go on with how these matchups kind of went. Alpha Flight, these are just, you know, kind of things that I picked up and have kept over the years, but wasn't really into. You see, I didn't really get into X-Men. I did have a bunch of X-Men that I you know didn't keep, and I love some of those story arcs. That's for sure. When Magneto, you know, pulls the metal out of Wolverine. I actually think they did that in the movie run too, right? Where Magneto actually rips the metal out of Wolverine, and Wolverine doesn't die. You know, his body heals it, and you know then he's just got bone claws, and he's what he would have been if they didn't do the adamantium uh, coating on his bones. Pretty cool. Any questions, anything y'all want to see more of, I'll pull them out. I'll show you some of the stuff if there's anybody interested. But you just let me know. If not, then all good. I hope you enjoyed this book too. It's always fun to take a look at these old comics and stuff, and I did take a look through them when I was organizing them and just kind of revisit a couple. And I'm definitely willing to do it some more. So drop me a line. Let me know. Hope y'all enjoy. Looking forward to the weekend. Happy Friday. Catch you on the next one, BookTube. Bye-bye.